Hey, Vice Pexel. So I've been curious about the show called Madoka Magica. Have you watched it? Oh yeah, I really enjoyed that show. You might have heard about it a lot more recently because there's been interviews and online events to celebrate its 10th anniversary. Oh, I didn't know that. I've just heard about it from time to time, so I know nothing about it. I see. Well, it's one of my favorite animes from the past 10 years, so I'm very positively biased on this show. Well, let's take a look at my bias list. Oh, well, that's the first time I've seen a double plus. Oh yeah, I love the music for this show. The soundtracks from Madoka is one of my favorites from an anime series. As for the art, I personally love how collages are used at times to create psychedelic, creepy, and beautiful scenes. Oh, so there's creepy aspects to this show? Well, that's cool, and then I get that you love this show, but how about we move on to the explanation? Oh yeah, my bad. Let's look at the title first to better understand what this anime series is about. The English title is Puella Magi Madoka Magica. Oh man, I still struggle to pronounce that Magi because for the longest time I thought it was pronounced Magi. Well, to me, the title looks like gibberish. Well, what does it even mean? Apparently, Puella Magi is Latin for sorcery girl. Puella means young girl, maiden, and or a daughter, while Magi means sorcery. Madoka is the main character's name, and Magica means magical. For Magica, I'm pronouncing it in the way it was spelled for the Japanese title, but just so you know, the actual correct pronunciation of the original Latin word is apparently Magica. Oh, well, okay, let's bypass this whole pronunciation thing and just simply refer to the show as Madoka from here on. Yeah, good idea. Anyways, this English title is a really cool translation from the original Japanese title, Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica, which Mahou Shoujo means magical girl. Okay, so that's a very fancy translation. I guess the person who thought of it wanted the show to stand out from all the other magical girl shows. Well, yeah, that too, but I do wonder if there was also an intent to clarify that Madoka is not a typical magical girl anime. How is Madoka not typical? The target demographic for magical girl shows like Sailor Moon or the Pretty series are usually young children. Madoka's target demographic is teen and older. Similar to many superhero films in the past 2 decades, the creators of Madoka added mature content and themes to a genre that was typically for younger audiences. Okay, I get it. Because this show is for older audiences, it's allowed to have some creepy imageries. Well, how's the story like? The story is very complicated, so I suppose I'll really briefly cover what happens in the first episode. Madoka sees a dream in which a mysterious girl is fighting against a giant monster in a destroyed city. The dream ends when Madoka wishes to a strange little creature that she wants to be a magical girl in order to save her. However, in the following morning, the girl she saw in her dream, Homura, transferred to Madoka's class and warns her to stay the way she is if she really cares for the people she loves. But later that day, Madoka saves the little creature, Kyubei, from Homura who was trying to kill it. After that, Madoka goes through a lot of stuff as she wavers with the decision to whether or not to become a magical girl. Oh geez, that's a lot to process. There's already a lot of mysterious and ominous air to the story even from the first episode. Oh boy, a lot of questions are popping up in my head, like why does Madoka hesitate to become a magical girl, or why does Homura warn Madoka to stay the way she is? Well, I'm not gonna answer any questions regarding the story because as a fan of this anime, I think you are very fortunate to know nothing about Madoka. For me, the surprise factor is a big part of what made Madoka fun to watch. And so, if you're curious about the show and want to watch an anime that is heavy yet entertaining, then I highly recommend that you just watch it. Well, can you at least answer in what ways the anime is heavy so that I could mentally prepare myself? In my bias list, I wrote that the world of Madoka as a minus because the world that the characters of Madoka live in is designed to make them suffer. Even though I really like Madoka, I'm still not a fan of a story that is written in such a way. Well, I understand that the story is designed to make a character suffer, but then that brings up another question for me. How is a show like that be entertaining? Yeah, I should clarify. The entertaining part of Madoka is, as I said earlier, the unraveling of the mystery and the surprise that comes from it. The thing is, a lot of the revelations are quite horrifying, but with each reveal, the consequences of Madoka's decision of whether or not to become a magical girl becomes bigger and bigger. Because the character's stakes and consequences keeps getting bigger, it's actually very exciting for the next reveal and find out what's going to happen next even though tragic events keep happening. And I think the conclusion of the show is quite satisfying and very fitting for a magical girl show that is intended for older audience. Okay, I think I understand generally how Madoka is like, but I do want to know the details of the show before I invest my time into it. Fine, next time we'll cover the important characters and the themes with all the spoilers then. Okay, yeah, that'll be cool. Alrighty, Pexels, I'll see you soon then. Take care. Yeah, you too. See ya!